going?
To get my puppy.
Let's go.
Okay, don't mind, of course, I'm like breaking out and whatever. I haven't been sleeping great, but I have some exciting news and I'm gonna do a haul and everything for you guys. But I got a puppy and it was so like last minute and just like everything fell into place. It was super meant to be. And I don't know, it's just been a crazy last few days. So I'm sorry that I've been MIA on both here and my Instagram. But I have a puppy now and I am super excited. I'm going to give you guys a haul of all the things that I got. So if you're thinking of getting a puppy, this is what I started with. And then I'll probably do another video like a few weeks in on like how it's going, what I would recommend, what you should definitely buy, things like that. She is a lab, so I kept that in mind with like the things that I was buying and stuff like that for like longevity, like things that she could use in the future. And I plan to do a lot of enrichment and just like feeding her right and stuff like that. Honestly, that's what we did with Kova, and it has significantly improved her life and her quality of life and everything. And so I just plan to do that and share so much of her on here. And I needed a training partner in crime, and so she's here. And yeah, we'll talk more when she's awake and kind of go through everything, and I'm gonna give you guys a haul. I'm just like so beyond like happy, and I'm not gonna lie, like leading up to this, I was super nervous and just like, is this the right choice? Is this the right time? Like, I still live at home, like you guys know, like, I don't know, things like that. But picking her up and everything just made it worth it. And I'm so happy. I can't wait to talk to you guys more about it. Guys, welcome back to my channel. You can see we're in a bit of a different location because I actually have an exciting announcement in today's video. So as you guys can probably tell, I've been a little MIA, and that's because I've had a new addition to my life. I got a puppy and she is amazing, but we took like the last week. I've had her for literally a week exactly today. I've had her for, and I just kind of took time to, one, not only prep for her, but also to just like get to know her and like settle into a routine with her. So the reason I'm sitting on the ground in my room, I like cleaned everything out before she came, and so I was like super busy, and it was very last minute how this all like went down. It was very like fast, and it wasn't really something I was expecting to happen. So I had a ton to do in such a short amount of time. There was like, by the time I decided I was going to get her, it was like less than a week for me to prep for her arrival and everything. So I had to get everything ready. But the reason I am in here, I'm actually in my room. You guys never really seen my room because it is usually very messy, honestly. But I cleaned it for her arrival. Obviously, it's still a little like, I'm gonna have to redo it now because it's been a week with a puppy and this is puppyhood. But I wanted to show you her crate setup and stuff, and obviously it's not perfect. She is still a little baby, and so things are gonna change. I am a certified dog trainer, so I do know somewhat, obviously, of like what I'm doing and stuff. And so there are going to be a few things that I'm going to be like, don't do this with your dogs unless you're going to like supervise them and stuff. So I'll just talk you through those things. But I thought I would do like a mini little haul and just kind of talk you guys through how I've been working with her, what I've been doing, stuff like that, and just give you some updates, and then I will introduce you to her. So like I said, thank you guys so much for being so patient with me. I know I've been a little MIA, and I really apologize for that. I'm going to get right back into it though. We're going to be vlogging. We're going to be doing more cooking videos, the whole 9 yards. You see the paper towels up there because I am now a puppy owner, so I am full swing in it. But honestly, for being only 8 weeks old, she's now 9 weeks old today. She has only had 2 accidents, and we've had her for a week, and like one of them was my fault, and the other one I wasn't home for at that point. I was working, and my mom was like helping watch her and stuff. And one thing that I always say to my own puppy clients is like, it takes a village, truly. And like, I know people say that for human children, but I say that for my dog people too. When I have puppy clients, I say it takes a village. Like it is nice to have people in your corner to help you and everything. And I'm so appreciative. If you guys don't know, if you're new here or whatever, I do still live at home. I am just turned 23 and I still live at home, just trying to like figure out what I want to do. And my parents are totally fine with it. And they've been super supportive and helpful in this whole situation. And honestly, it felt like such a perfect time for me to get a dog. Like, I don't know, the way I cannot explain to you guys how fate literally brought Aspen and I together is like truly incredible. And it's just like shows that if you listen to the universe, like it'll tell you what you need at that point. And this just felt like the perfect time for me to get a dog because I do have all of this help. Like my sister works from home, she still lives at home, my parents are here, my mom like works from home, you know. So it literally was just like the perfect time, and everything just lined up so perfectly. It was like hard to deny it. And I even at first was like, is this the right time? Like whatever, I don't know. You guys know I have anxiety, so I just like go through everything, and I was really worried about it at first. And like just like I don't know, it was like such a weird I have never had my own like animal. Like Gunther, my cat, is mine, but like family cat. Like I got him when I was what, like 6-7 years ago, so I was like younger and like whatever, you know. This is my first, like, this is my animal, I'm paying everything for her, like she's mine. So it was really nerve-wracking, like first going into it. I'm like, what if she doesn't like me? What if we don't bond? Like, even though I had already met her 2 times when I like was getting her. Sorry, I'm saying so much. I'm like so excited to show you guys and just like trying to get my thoughts together. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to like take you through everything. One thing about Aspen, and I will show you Aspen in a little bit. She's actually sleeping outside right now with my mom. She's supervised, don't worry. She runs really hot, so we have a fan on her and she really enjoys it, as well as my ceiling fan is always on. And one thing that has really helped for her nighttime routine is I play classical music every night, and I'm fine with it. I'm a type of person, I love to sleep with sound on, so it doesn't bother me personally. But on YouTube, you can just look up like dog sleep music, no ads, because you don't want it to have ads, because the ads were waking Aspen up. So I always type no ads or whatever, and it has just been super helpful. And like that's part of our routine, and that's something I tell my clients too, like get them into a routine and be consistent about it and stuff like that. So just a little tip, random tip. But so this is just the crate setup. Obviously it's a little bit dirty now because she has been living in it for the past week, but she has her snuggle puppy, which has been absolutely amazing, and I will tell you guys more about it in a second. But then she just, so one thing that where we got her from was they all got a blanket from the litter. So they all have slept with that blanket and it smells like the litter, which I think also really helped her transition into this new like home and everything like that. And another thing, I know you're not really supposed to have a blanket over it. I'm getting a cover for it, but just for right now, this is what I'm makeshifting. And she's never in here without supervision. I've always been home so far, or someone has been home. And then also I always have a camera on her to be able to watch her. So if something were to go wrong, she would be okay. On top of it, I just have like a bin, and that was a water bowl, but it's way too big for her, so I'm just saving it for when she's a little bit older. But this is just like her setup for right now. And then underneath the crate, I just have this waterproof mat, so if she did go potty on it, then, or potty in the crate, it would like not soak into the carpet. So I'm just trying to be proactive about that kind of stuff. Okay, so I had to move locations because Aspen needed to go to bed. So she's in the crate now, but I just wanted to finish kind of sharing with you guys some things that I got that I think have been helpful for being a new dog owner so far and stuff like that, and just like things that I would recommend and like how things have been going and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take you through that, and then I will introduce you to her because she is the light of my life. If you guys already follow me on Instagram, it's at megan.brew. I also made Aspen her own Instagram, where I'm going to post more of like her life and her training and us together and stuff. I was thinking of doing that on my personal, but I think I just want things about Aspen to be on her own account. So that is at Life of Aspen the Lab, and she is amazing, and I hope you guys follow it because it has been super fun to just kind of share everything. But let's get into some things that I've been doing, that I've been enjoying, some things that I have, some things that I got for her, the whole 9 yards, because these are my favorite videos to watch. So I wanted to make one just to have documented, and if anybody's getting a puppy soon, maybe this will give you some tips. The first thing that I got is actually just this bag that I'm using as like her diaper bag. Like my mom literally says, get her diaper bag, like whatever. It's just this nice bag, and this was actually on Amazon. And it does zip, and it has just like a bunch of different compartments. We start puppy class tomorrow. I did sign her up for one because that's super important to me. And as a trainer, this place that we're going to is where I teach training classes. So I know the class is great and everything. And I just want to get her socialized and out and about as often as I can. And so I just like knew this was something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to be able to carry around her stuff. So I got this bag. It's like the perfect size. I think this was the medium size. Or the small. I'm not positive, but I will link it below for you guys. And then just in there, of course, I have a water bowl. I will also link these below. There's so many you can just find like wherever, but I always like carry these around because not only am I a dog trainer and walker and everything, but for my own dogs. Also in here, I have just some like balls. This is a chuck it ball, and she loves tennis balls, chuck it balls, all of those kinds of things. So she also really loves rubbery toys. I think because she's teething, it feels good for her. The next thing is a Quizzle from Westpaw, and these are amazing. If you guys don't have this, you need to get one because you can hold whatever bones you need to in here or anything. For Kova, we use her cod skin chews and like stick them in this, and it just helps like keep them a little safer from choking and actually makes the bone last a little bit longer. So I have this with a bully stick in it for Aspen, and so far we've used this like in the car and stuff to like make it all a positive experience, and just anytime she needs a little like decompression time, we use this. So I always have that on hand, especially in her like diaper bag. Another thing I have are treats. I have a bunch of different kinds. Right now she's mainly eating beef and salmon as her proteins. That might change. It's just I'm trying not to change too much while she's so little, and introducing new things slowly to make sure they agree with her. I'm just trying to do everything right because you guys know Kova has like really bad allergies and stuff. So I'm like I don't want her to have allergies, but if she does, I want to like get ahead of it and try to learn now like what it is so that she doesn't go through what Kova had to go through and stuff. So just being very careful. The next thing, she always has a Spotted Snout Shop tug toy on her. I'm like not even kidding, not even saying this because it's my business. She loves these things. She has 3. I know I'm a little obsessive, and I gave her a bunch of pre-made ones that I had, and she actually loves them. Like she'll turn to these. She has one is in her crate with her, which again, only like supervised does she have these things, and only in the crate with her because we watch her all the time. Like literally I have the camera up 24/7. I'm always watching her. So she has one of these in there. She has one like downstairs, and then one I bring with her, and she actually chooses to chew on these. And I think because of the way that they're designed, it actually does feel good on her teeth. The next is this collar. I'm sorry, how cute is this collar? It is adorable, and it's from Amazon, and it's not a martingale, which usually I'm a martingale kind of girl. Just for the safety purposes of it tightens a little bit so that they can't slip out of it. I've just walked too many dogs that have almost slipped out of their harnesses or have slipped out of their harnesses, and thank God I use like collar clips, so it clips from the leash to the, like if the leash is on their harness, it clips from the leash to their collar and stuff. Thankfully, I always use those with dogs that I walk and stuff like that, just in case, and it has definitely been needed sometimes. But for just like a puppy collar, this is the cutest thing. Or if you need like a nicer collar for like events or something like that, this is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I'm obsessed with it. And they had different colors too. They had like pink ones that were also like this khaki-ish material. I'm obsessed with her collar. So just a few other things for you guys. Like I was saying, in the crate, we put a snuggle puppy, and this has been one of the best things we could have gotten for her, or I could have gotten for her, I guess. I got it on Amazon. I will link it below. So if anybody's getting a puppy, this would probably be the #1 thing that I would recommend for you to get. And then probably like the Quizzle or something. Depends what breed of dog you have. I probably would have other suggestions based on that. But like for labs like mine, I would say a slow feeder 100%, but different breeds I would say probably different things for. But for every single breed, I would say a snuggle puppy. And it has like a heartbeat that you turn on in it, and it just kind of simulates as if they're still with their litter mates or something, and they can like lay with something that also has a heartbeat. So usually like her litter that she was with, they all do like this puppy pile when they're sleeping, and they all like sleep right on top of each other, so they're used to like feeling each other's warmth and heartbeats and stuff like that. So it just kind of helps them transition easier, I would say. And it's just like an anxiety thing, although Aspen hasn't shown too much anxiety right now, but it definitely has helped her. And I turn it on anytime that I can, 100% at night. Sometimes if she's taking a nap, she's tired enough where she'll just go down for a nap, but other times this is needed, and she'll literally rest her head on it. I'll try to get a picture and like put it in here. The next thing I've been doing, which has been super helpful, so she came to me on kibble, obviously from wherever they're from, they're usually on kibble. Eventually I do want to switch her over to a like raw based diet or something like that. It's something we've done with Kova, and we've all done, my mom and I especially have done so much research on what to feed your dog and stuff like that, and it definitely is expensive, but to me it is worth the money that I'm going to be putting into her to make sure she's fed right. It's just like us as humans, like we are what we eat, and it's the same thing for dogs. So eventually I do want to switch her over to a healthier diet, and that's like super important to me. So I'm just trying to like start introducing new things, but she is on a kibble for right now. And with puppies, since their stomachs are like, their digestive tracts are so new and stuff like that, you have to be like really cautious of like, you can't just like cold turkey cut something and then start something else. So whatever, I have been portioning her kibble for the day into a separate bag so that I don't overfeed her, because we do a lot of our training with like her meals and stuff like that. A lot of her meals are training now too. So I just wanted to be able to portion it out separately so that each day I know like I'm not, because I'm constantly reaching in then for like more kibble to use as treats. And I just want to make sure like I'm not doing too much over what she should have. So she already had breakfast. She already had some of lunch. So I'll use probably half of this as treats. And then half of this will be her kibble later. Probably even more as treats, honestly. Probably like that much as treats and that much as food, because we're just constantly training, and training has been so fun, you guys. If you want to see more of our training, you'll have to follow Aspen on Instagram at Life of Aspen the Lab. Like I said before, I have been showing like everything that she's learned and kind of taking you guys along with me, and it has been truly so fun, and I love all of it. So if you want to see that, definitely follow her Instagram. The next thing I actually just ordered are these Perfectly Puppy Stella and Chewy's patties. So these are freeze-dried dinner patties. This is the beef and salmon recipe. She is obsessed with these. I mean, she's a lab, so she's obsessed with literally anything, but these specifically she loves. And I feel like it was hard for me. I wanted to start adding in like a healthier alternative to her meals, and I feel like it's hard to find puppy ones, like puppy raw based diets or freeze dried or whatever. So when I saw Stella and Chewy's had one, and I do love this company so much, I 100% ordered it. I'll like link it below for you guys. I ordered mine on Amazon, and she is obsessed with it, and I'm liking it so far. So this is just something like I do a patty in the morning with like a little bit of kibble, and a patty at night with like a little bit of kibble. And that's just like what I do right now. Obviously it changes as she grows and stuff. The next thing are a lot of toys. Like I said, she loves like tennis balls, any kind of ball, whatever. So this is actually a ball. It's a Kong ball. But you can, you know how they have like the squeezy cheeses and stuff? You can actually, it has grooves for you to squeeze that in and then like freeze it. But I'm going to use it not for like the squeezy cheese stuff, but for like any raw food that I do get, or anything like whatever, raw puppy food or something, to be able to put in the cracks so that if we are leaving, she has like something to do. I think in here would be a great way to also either put like a bone or a bunch of treats or something for her to be able to get out. Like I feel like this was a good multi-purpose little ball. She also got like a Kong, which she loves the Kong, and already at 9 weeks she can pick up the whole thing and just walk away with it. So I'm glad I got the large size, because she's already like big enough to do that. And she has just been loving all of her toys. I didn't get her too many right now because obviously she's small now, but I know she's going to be a decent size, because, and I'm so neurotic on like, I don't want to get something that she could choke on or something like that. So I tried to just stick with stuff like this that like she could have when she's older too, you know? So, but she has been loving those so far. The next thing I got, like I mentioned, were slow feeders. This was the first one that I got, and I tried to feed her in it the first day. Don't know what I was thinking. Way too big. So this is definitely going to be hers for when she gets a little bit older. I did buy a smaller one just at like TJ Maxx or something. This one's from Amazon, and I do love it, and it does like suction to the ground, which is great. So she will be using this, but for right now it was like way too big, and she like couldn't do it. So I got a small one from TJ Maxx, and it works perfectly for right now. But honestly, soon she could probably switch back to this one. It was just too big at literally 8 weeks old. So the next thing I got mainly for this like ball that I got was this Open Farm puppy recipe of like a pate kind of thing. And so I'm thinking I will spread that between the grooves of this and like freeze it. And I love Open Farm so much, and So when I saw they had a puppy one, like everything, I feel like it's hit or miss to if you get a puppy, if you can find a puppy one or not, like a puppy formula and stuff. So when I do, I was like, I'm just gonna get this because either way I'll use it. And I know Open Farm is a great brand and I trust them. So I got that. She has not had that yet. So we'll see what she thinks. Next, obviously I had to get a topple. If you guys see, her theme is the green. Obviously I want it to like be pink or something, but they don't have pink and they didn't have pink in this on Amazon. So I'll link this down below. This is on Amazon. They might have cooler colors on like Westpaw's website. I'm not positive, but I saw they have a lavender one and I'm like, now I kind of need that, you know, but whatever. And this is just another thing that like maybe I would put her food in it, and as she gets more like raw diet and stuff like that, put it in and freeze it so that it takes her a little bit longer to do her meals. I'm all about doing meals as like enrichment and stuff instead of just like meals. Like I want it to be something that like she thinks about and like works through it and stuff like that. That's like something that I have found super valuable as a trainer and stuff too. So that's like what I plan on doing as she gets a little bit bigger right now. When I first gave her the slow feeder, it was the funniest thing. She got so frustrated at it because she just couldn't eat fast enough. And it's good because I don't want her to eat too fast. Obviously I feel bad that she got frustrated, but it was actually the cutest thing though, because she's like barking at the slow feeder while she's trying to eat it. And I ended up, for the first few times she was doing it, like I let her get most of it and then I would dump out the rest because she's like a vacuum, like labs, you know, they're just like a vacuum. And so I just want her to eat a little bit slower. The next things, obviously I stocked up on bully sticks. Not only do I use these with my training clients, but also I knew I would use them with her. These ones are actually from like Sam's Club or something, like big bag, and they're the big ones, which is amazing. And then these are like the butcher shop ones and stuff like that. I also have just like a Red Barn one too. So I just made sure to stock up on those, even if I don't use them for her or if they like upset her stomach or something like that. Obviously, whenever you're introducing new things, you always like do it in moderation so you can monitor like if you upset their stomach at all or anything. But, even if I didn't use them for her, I use them with like my training clients sometimes and stuff too. So they're always like good for me as a trainer to have. Okay, so that is everything I think that I wanted to show you guys right now. I am going to introduce you to Aspen, but I hope like this helps any new puppy owners. If you guys want me to do another video of like tips and tricks for new puppy owners or something, I totally will do that, because not only as a trainer do I know a lot, but I also have learned a lot now having my own puppy. And I think that was something too that I wanted out of all of this, was for me to be able to learn more actually having a puppy. And then I can empathize with my clients even just that much further, because not only am I a trainer, but now I've like gone through it and stuff. So this was just like all around a great experience. And I'm not going to say puppyhood is easy, because it's definitely not. And I always try to be transparent about that. And on Aspen's account, I try to be very transparent about that. But I wouldn't have had it any other way, and I'm just so happy Aspen is in my life, and I hope you guys are excited to see more of her, because obviously she will be everything now. Hey everyone, this is Miss Aspen. She's a good girl. She knows so many tricks already. We were just working on training with the nail grinder, because that is one thing that I totally recommend if you get a dog or a puppy in general. Look at that tail. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. I know you know that means good things are coming, huh? You know, huh? Yeah, that's like one thing I would totally recommend people train with their dogs, are like working on the nails and stuff like that. Handling is super important. And yeah, I just wanted to introduce you to Miss Aspen. She's so cute. Right, Aspen? This is a good girl. Are you a good girl? Good girl. But you guys will definitely be seeing more of her, so stay tuned. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you being patient with me. Like I said, I know it's been a little and I'm so upset about it, and I'm going to get back into it. You're going to see more of Aspen. Kova's not going anywhere. You're still going to see Kova, Gunther, Houdini. Everybody's getting along great with Aspen. Everything is going so well. And so nothing is going to change like that. But I appreciate you guys being so patient with me, because this has been a big change and so much to prepare for and everything. So I just had to get ready for it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Aspen says she is excited to join this family and she hopes that you subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.